Batman has fought many ruthless characters in his career, but this one may be the most soulless of them all.
No, please.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will explore the comic book origins of Victor Zsasz.
In my opinion, Mr. Zsasz is as much a danger to himself as to others, and prison is probably not the best environment for his rehabilitation.
As with most comic book characters, there are often reimaginings and different versions to a character's past. We've chosen to primarily follow the storyline which unfolded in 1992's Shadow of the Bat numbers 1 to 4, which was expanded upon in 1996's The Batman Chronicles number 3.
Hello everyone, my name is Victor Zsasz.
Vicious and remorseless, Victor Zsasz first appeared in the Arkham Asylum story arc that opened the Shadow of the Bat series in 1992. Although this was Zsasz's first appearance, he was treated as a longtime foe of Batman. Zsasz was revealed to be a serial killer who had, at this time, killed more than 40 people. His calling card was to pose his victims in lifelike tableaux. Zsasz also had the unnerving habit of carving a new tally mark into his skin for each person killed.
28.
In this story, Batman had to discover how Zsasz, who seemed to be securely incarcerated, was still apparently committing crimes. Although readers learned a lot about Zsasz's character, they didn't find out much about how he came to be a serial killer. That full origin came a few years later in 1996. The villain's origin story was told during a session by Dr. Temple, the psychologist assigned to work with him in Arkham Asylum. Zsasz began his tale by talking about how he looked into his own soul and became the serial killer he is now. He then started from the very beginning. According to Zsasz, he had had a very happy childhood. He was raised by loving and caring parents who were also quite wealthy. In school, he was a model student and graduated cum laude from college. Soon after graduation, he amassed his own fortune through his intelligence and business acumen. His parents' death when he was 25 years old disoriented the young man. To distract himself, he began gambling. Soon, this moved beyond a distraction and became an addiction. In one memorable night, he ended up impoverishing himself through a high-stakes game against the Penguin. That night, he gazed into a mirror and saw his own soul, or lack thereof. Zsasz formed the opinion that there was nothing to his life, and nothing to anybody's life. He came to see himself and all humans as nothing than mere robots or zombies. Zsasz decided to commit suicide, but was interrupted in his attempt by an old man who wanted to rob him. The young man easily got the upper hand on his assailant. When he did so, he had a revelation. Since all people were nothing but zombies, he could save them from their empty lives by killing them. And by killing them, Zsasz found a purpose for his own life. He essentially became a serial killer so that he would have purpose, and to not feel bored or helpless with himself.
Hello, Batman. Do you recognize my voice?
Victor Zsasz.
In the flesh.
Victor Zsasz is one of the most brutal of all of Batman's crazed foes. Perhaps too existential and violent to be used exclusively on animated TV shows, Zsasz has nevertheless made brief appearances in live-action Batman properties and in video games. He's a fascinating character who fits well in the media properties that emphasize the darker side of Batman's world.
There are 50 cops in here. Try something.
Everybody out.
Please?
Are you a fan of Victor Zsasz?
Dr. Crane,
Mr. West.
you really think a man who butchers people for the mob doesn't belong in jail?
For more comic book origins, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
This is not over. It cannot be over.